Welcome, Virgo. Thank you for listening to your reading of July 27, 2022 on your Zodiac Attraction channel, where you will know what the future holds, both in money, your numbers for today, love, health, work and family. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Welcome to this new day. Don't be surprised, however, if things are still being done the same slowly. Just because the day is starting doesn't mean you will feel yourself growing wings. Take the time you need to get started, and if you have imperative deadlines to meet, try to save a few extra days. There is no point in trying to do too much, you could be even less productive. Today is a good day to add a little spark to your life. If things have been a bit dull and stagnant lately, you may want to add some excitement and pizzazz to the situation. Take the reins and pursue your goals. You have a strong instinct that tells you where to go. Trust your intuitions and follow them. On a day like today, there is no need to doubt. You will be more objective in judging the situation. Your cold reason brings you luck. This is the perfect time to get into the sport. You need muscle movement and aerate yourself in a context that takes you out of your daily routine. Take care to maintain a relative serenity in your daily life and, even if the ambience conspires to crush your nerves, do not give in to confusion or exasperation and devote yourself to the slow but fruitful shaping of your future life. There is turmoil in your love life. Around you, events are jostling. You might have a little trouble keeping up with the pace. But don't worry, you'll get used to it. The moon moves through Cancer and your solar 11th house today, sweet Virgo, putting you in the mood for human connection and a sense of unity. Meanwhile, a sweet aspect between Mercury and Chiron will allow you to open up more easily, providing you with an opportunity to have meaningful interactions with the people around you. Though leading with an open heart and mind will feel natural, you should avoid anyone you have a toxic or competitive history with this evening, when Lady Luna faces off with brooding Pluto, which could trigger the darker side in us all. Your ability to view past matters in a new light can be most useful today, dear Virgo. Help can come from behind the scenes or through an illuminating conversation. Someone may have your back. Mercury, currently transiting your privacy sector, harmonizes with Chiron in your intimacy sector, throwing a compassionate light on a matter. Your ideas may be catching on, or your attitude is appreciated. This transit might also help resolve an issue related to debt or closure. Tomorrow, a new moon will occur, presenting new beginning energy, so winding down today makes sense. Be the first one to take the initiatives and you will be the first one to receive the credits. Just be a little careful of not overexerting yourself or pressing hard on certain issues of least relevance. Do not hurt others by blurting out something which they don't like. They may irritate you unintentionally and without realizing even that they are actually doing it. You are about to enter a period during which you will be making up excuses to avoid dealing with unpleasant or emotionally draining situations. You will be unwilling to face the facts head-on and will instead be trying to ignore them. However, you know full well that you cannot hide from the truth. You will eventually have to face it, whether you like it or not. Avoid engaging in new endeavors, as they are bound to be shaky, and let your judgment guide you in your decisions. You are going through a crisis in your professional and financial life. You feel worn out by your responsibilities and problems, and have withdrawn into yourself in order to regain your inner strength. It is very likely that someone who is jealous of you will try to deceive you in order to get you into trouble. This is not the right time to make career-related or financial decisions. Now we will tell you how it will go with money and luck, but first remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. This helps us a lot and so you never miss your daily reading. Money and luck. This is one of the most important days of this month. It is a moment of observation of the facts that the planets offer you today. You who are not necessarily the type to impose yourself, are you satisfied with the image you give to others? Have you taken enough risks to be assertive lately? And quite simply, are you satisfied with yourself? Here is the type of query of the day. Don't let one person's foolish comment ruin your entire day. You will notice people are a little mean in everything from money, emotions to time for their loved ones. The more you tell someone they are wrong, the more that person will reject your advice. In general, this is a good time to stay out of the way of others. Success goes to your head a bit, and you tend to lack empathy for both your personal and professional surroundings. You do not understand these soft, these lazy, these timid. In short, you do not understand the failure. For you, each has what he deserves, and there is no need to procrastinate on this point. Glory should not make you amnesiac. Remember the doubts that once animated you. Perhaps be a little more understanding with others, under penalty of celebrating your beautiful rise alone in front of a plate of pasta. Research students are going to receive a piece of very good news today. Those sitting for competitive examinations will also fare better than expectations. However, timing can be crucial today. The opportunity that will be brought by these events need to be utilized as quickly as possible, otherwise, you may have missed the boat. You may have to take a bold step to secure your career. Lucky numbers. Your lucky numbers for July 27th are 25, 52, 17, 50, 22, 21. Daily love. Whenever a major planet in the sky changes direction, we receive sudden news and intuition that there is a cosmic shift in the wind, Virgo. This will be pronounced now and in the days ahead as mighty Jupiter, the great benefic that rules expansion, blessings, and miracles, stations retrograde and begins his many-month-long retrograde phase. This will bring a significant shift to your relationships in the period to come, especially for those who are attached or married. As Jupiter moonwalks in your solar 8th house of intimacy and shared assets, you may be reviewing what you each give and receive. You may receive an invitation today. And even if you don't really want to go out right now, you'll be intrigued by this proposition. You may be asked to attend a reception, or one of your good friends will ask you to be a witness at their wedding. Either way, you will be very excited to attend this big party and to take your mind off things a little. There will be a feeling of expansion and creativity today. Your mind will be full of positive visions about the future. You could have new ideas about a new strategy for your career or a new approach in a personal relationship. Your romantic passions can also be strengthened, so you can have a special night with your partner. Freely express your feelings and create a special moment for both of you. Do not stick to your archaic positions. You can cross the path of love absolutely anywhere. Perfectly, even at the supermarket checkout. You just have to wait for the right moment to approach the person. All the pretexts remain valid, even if it means asking him for his help to catch the pack of milk. As a good Samaritan, he will not be able to refuse to render this service to you. In return, for your first breakfast together, consider buying croissants to accompany the milk drink. At work. How you speak to yourself can drastically change the way you empower yourself, Virgo. You should change your tune to be more positive when Mercury in Leo trines Chiron retrograde in Aries. As you work through any self-doubt about your power to transform your finances, investments, and debts, you need to have an optimistic outlook. Believing in yourself is the greatest way to reclaim your authority. By feeling genuinely confident in your mental outlook, you will ultimately be more self-assured in your ability to assume control over your financial transfiguration. If all of the work you plan to do this week is well and truly completed, then you are going to have a good day. Without a bad conscience, you can indulge in laziness and relaxation. After all, you have earned the right to break free from every day to get away from it all. But if you still have chores to complete, then you need to get down to business. Life is not fun every day. Your physical vitality is in the doldrums, and you should make sure to avoid exposing yourself to any kind of illness or disease. Avoid any type of toxic substance that can add even more stress to your immune system. You may find it difficult to adopt a realistic attitude to these kinds of issues. You have the ability to create a misleading vision that convinces you that everything is fine when in fact it is not. There is somewhat stubborn energy in the air that makes it difficult for you to change your postures. Your motivation is far from peaking, and you might choose to pay for not having to put in the effort, but that's a miscalculation. Try to keep your accounts in the green while your ambition returns. The stars make your life easier and facilitate your professional procedures. Suddenly, communication becomes simple. If you are in the field of commerce, you are using your address book to increase sales. Health. Keep track of your ideas. Don't let a sudden thought or intuition slip away. Write down everything that comes to mind in a notebook so you can think about it later. You could come up with a great product concept while you're driving, or compose a hit chorus while whistling in the street. The energy of the day incredibly stirs your creativity. Even if your finds seem wacky or far-fetched, write them down. Today you will feel like a beetle turned on its back. Your legs flail wildly to get back on your feet. The more you move, the more tired you are. You should consider allowing yourself a break and waiting for a breeze to appear and push you to your feet. Trust this to happen. In short, it will be good if you stay a while without moving to appreciate how funny the situation is. You yearn for a little purity for your skin and your organs. For this, you plan to get help. You are considering the possibility of following a full board or full board cure. You rely on the properties of thermal water to help you regain a second youth. This perspective will bring you multiple benefits whatever your age. So do not hesitate to invest yourself as much as possible in this enterprise, even for several days. In the meantime, increase your physical activity and get enough sleep. You feel at the top of your physical health, and this is the best time to set new targets and push yourself further. Athletes and others involved in physical training will enjoy great success today. Your mental health will also improve as you feel stress-free, vital, and active. You will also be able to infect those around you with your enthusiasm and optimism and can help others to start on a health regime of their own. Family and friends. You may be for communism, socialism, and capitalism because you are an opportunist. Jupiter in your axis takes you on the ambivalent paths of conquest and expansion. You don't like to take a stand, much less choose a side, but you have an unfortunate tendency to team up with the most powerful, at least those who are momentarily in a position of strength. Defend the widow and the orphan? Very little for you. You are in an emotionally vulnerable mood, and every word or action is likely to trigger a reaction that appears far out of proportion. You will be counting your blessings even in small favors and happiness today. You will also exhibit your softer side to your partner today, something which you rarely do and which will leave him/her feeling rather astonished. But this will ultimately strengthen your relationship. We love that you get to this part of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like it, and leave us your comments. At Zodiac Attraction we always read them, and see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.